So very good afternoon everyone. It has been long since the last video lecture was uploaded. One I did recorded but it was voiceless. So let's so today we are going to study about class 10th social science chapter 2, that is cultural heritage of India, traditional handicrafts and fine arts, right? The name of the chapter itself is very big, but let's carry forward. So So things that we are going to discuss here is cultural heritage of India. How is the cultural? In last chapter, you might have studied about what is culture, what is heritage. Okay, so let's try to understand this chapter. India is a country of rich cultural heritage. It includes materialistic and genetical heritage. There are mainly two types of heritage: materialistic and genetical. Okay. A child in which a child inherits physical and mental characteristics from the parents by birth is known as genetical inheritance, right? Physical and mental characteristics. Whereas house, land, estates like property, etc., obtained from ancestor is called material heritage. House, land, estates, right? That is called materialistic heritage or material heritage. Similarly, whatever man obtains or creates with his intellectual and skill is generally called cultural heritage. Whatever a man with his intellectual and skill is called as cultural heritage. Right? Next is in the same manner, traditions, customs, rituals, and a special type of lifestyle adopted by our ancestors is also called as cultural heritage. In addition to matters like education, farming, trade, rules and regulations for daily life, festivals, entertainment, art and handicrafts, beliefs and skills are also included in cultural heritage. So these are basically the examples. We want to be focusing more on the theoretical part, but conceptual part we will be trying to explore more. India is being an ancient country of the world. If possible, just download class 10th NCRT and keep it aside so that you can understand better. India has been ancient country of the world. Has its best traditions, social values, dogma, customs, and family system. So it is our duty to preserve our cultural heritage. There are reference of 64 arts and dance. 64 arts and dance in our ancient literature. They are handicraft, workmanship, kasab, art, drawing, music, dramatic art, and dance, etc. Our ancient currencies were also valuable. Prosperity of India was main attraction for visitors to attack India. Today, the education of yoga has been few days ago only World Yoga Day, that is 21st June. So, yoga has been considered as a part of cultural heritage, which has been accepted by the whole world. Consequently, 21st June is celebrated as World Yoga Day. So you have to tell me what is the theme of this year's World Yoga Day, right? In this chapter, we will learn about varied art and craft of India. The first is art of Indian artisans, right? The beauty of Indian cultural heritage is lying in traditional art of its artisans. They have skillfully developed a varied lifestyle of people through the remarkable art and handicraft industries. Weaving and embroidery, wooden art, clay art, drawing, painting, leather industries, enamel work, sculpture, architecture, acrylic work, diamond related artistic workmanship, and knitting works have their unique identity in India. So there are basically different types of arts performed by Indians. That is, first is weaving and embroidery, then it is wooden art, then there is clay work, then there is drawing, painting, leather industry, enamel work, right? Sculpture, then architecture, acrylic work, etc. Right? First is clay work. Men and clay have been closely associated since ancient time. The whole life of men revolves around it from cradle to grave. Cradle is ઘોડિયું. Grave is દફન જ્યાં થાય ત્યાં માણસ. Before the invention of metal, clay things were used abundantly. Toys, pots, pitchers, earthen lamps, clay stoves, that is chula, clay wares, that is different utensils like plate, bowl, spoon, etc. were made from clay, made by potter to store grains, milk, ghee, curd, and buttermilk. Maximum kitchen wares were also made up of clay. The walls of the houses, that is kubas, that is huts, were plastered by clay of cow dung and clay. We have got many clay utensils of red color that belong to Lothal, Mohenjo-daro, and Harappan culture of ancient civilization. Potter's wheel is considered to be the best device for clay work in ancient India. In present time also we can see Garba, picture having holes containing earthen lamp inside in Navratri. જે આપણે કોડિયા ને જેમાં રાખીએ એ ગરબા. India was famous for producing baked utensils of baked clay as well as unbaked clay, that is terracotta. Basically, terracotta is unbaked clay, which is not pakaveli now since ancient time. This is known by seeing remains of old and handmade utensils found from Naga Arjunkonda in South India and Laganaj in Mehsana district. Nagarjun Konda in South India and Langanaj, Laganaj of Mehsana district. Then there is art of weaving. The art of making long threads using small pieces of cotton from cotton balls, webs and joining them together is called as art of spinning. So basically there would be a dado, sutrino, from which small pieces of cotton from which threads are being prepared and from which clothes are being prepared. Right, and it is known as spinning. We all know that Gandhiji has given it special importance as a cottage industry and joined it with Swadeshi to make us self-reliant under the banner of freedom movement, which has created new history. So Gandhiji basically used this technique against Britishers to boycott foreign clothes and to accept Swadeshi. Presently, the government is also focusing on Make in India. Right, iPhones are also being prepared or being assembled in India. Next is hand weaving. Since ancient time, India is also known for textile know-how. It is well known that the whole piece of cloth of particular size, that is taka, આપણે કહીએ ને taka, it is not taka, taka, of the muslin of Dhaka. Then there is a category of cloth or a type of cloth found in Dhaka, that is in Bangladesh, right? So it is known as muslin of Dhaka. could easily pass through a ring. નાનીકડી વીંટીમાંથી આ કે મુસ્લિમ છે ને એ આખો તાકો છે ને એ પાસ થઈ જતો. And could be adjusted in a matchbox. એક નાનકડા માચીસના બોક્સમાં મેચ બોક્સમાં નાખો અંદર રહી જતું. રાઈટ. Moreover, carpet, that is ગાલીચા of different regions. Then ગાલીચા આપણા ઘરમાં જે હોય of different regions. Knitting work on attire and artisanry, etc. Attire is clothing. Occupied prominent place. Among them, Patola of Patan, Kanjivaram and Banarasi saris, Bandhani of Rajasthan are unique identity of India. During the golden period of Solanki era. So Solanki period is considered to be the golden era of Gujarat, right? Has progressed in this field. During the reign of Siddharaj Jaisi, many artisans came and settled in Pata. There was a king named Siddharaj Jaisi who invited different artisans in Pata and they settled. Right? The Patola of Patan became famous in the world due to their skills. This art of Patan is nearly around 850 years old. Only a handful of artisans have the skill to such complicated and time-consuming art. The silkware, that is beveled ik, produced in Patan is also called Patola of Patan. Ikt means weaving. Ikt is weaving. This type of sari is designed in such a manner that it can be worn on either side. So it will have two-sided sari. It can be worn in both the side, two-sided saris, right? This type of patola variety has a good durability and its original colors remain intact. Obviously, it would be durable. તો જ એના લાખો હજારો રૂપિયા માણસો આપે. There is a saying in the same reference. પડી પટોળે ભાત ફાટે પણ ફીટે નહીં. પડી પટોળે ભાત ફાટે પણ ફીટે નહીં. Means ફાટી જાય પણ એનો કલર remains intact. The design laid down in patola shall never fade, even if the cloth may be torn. એટલે પટોળાની જે ડિઝાઇન છે એ ઝાંખી પડે જ નહીં, even though the cloth is torn, ફાટી જાય તોય. Then next is art of embroidery. The work of embroidery can be seen in the clothes of the idols and statues which were found during the excavation of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, right? The art of weaving of the clothes of men and women children is very famous from ancient time. This art of embroidery was seen on the clothes of men, women and children in Sindh. Sindh region is presently in Pakistan. Then in Saurashtra, where we live, Kutch region at the time of Indus Valley civilization. Similarly, Kashmiri Kasab, work of Kashmir is also well known. Next is Kashmiri Kasab work. So the chapter is basically from the point of view of both 10th standard students as well as those who are preparing for competitive exams. Okay. Well, the next is apart from embroidery, Bandhani of Jamnagar, Jethpur, Bhuj, Mandvi of Gujarat are very popular. The traditional style of Bandhani with all its luster and due to the beautiful designs of elephant, puppet, dice and picture is very popular today. Cottage industry was taken over by women of Kutch and Saurashtra region of Gujarat. That is basically woman empowerment. The traditional art of embroidery, sak toran, Sak Toran, right? Chakda, pillow cover, bed sheets, todalia. There is a song, ગીત છે ને મારે ટોડલે બેઠો રહ્યા મોર ક્યાં બોલે. So the toys or the puppets would be hanging of peacock and everything. Clothes like kedia that we wear in Navratri is well known even today. Embroidery work is also carried out on the quilt and shawls with different designs. Quilt and shawls, right? Embroidery work of Jat community of Banni area of Kutch is unique in itself. Jat community of Banni area of Kutch. Leather industry. Skin of dead animals were used for various purposes in ancient India. After the death of animal, its skin was processed in a traditional manner. Leather was prominently used for making masak, a leather bag for fetching water. Basically, it would be a leather water bag, right? Just like Milton. And kosh, drum, dholak, tabla, and the bellows used by blacksmith. And various types of footwear, leather belts to tie animal, etc. Leather was also used to prepare shield, which was used during war. Leather industry had a prominent place in ancient India. Well knitted mojdi of Rajasthan, shoes, leather knitted purses, belts, and other things made out of the leather for horse and camel like saj, palan, lagam, and whip. Whip is chabuk. Okay, so basically, you need to Google all these things. But for example, what is bellows? So you will see photograph of bellows, and you will understand that what is bellows. It would be a better exercise. Diamond, beadwork, and animal work. India has 7517 coastline. Although the coastline of India has increased. What is the present coastline of India in kilometers? Why has it increased, or we were having error while measuring? Answer it in comment section. Right? Coastline surrounding all three directions, that is east, west, and south. So basically, this it is talking about this peninsula in India, west, east, and south. Right? Diamonds and beads are available in plenty. There has been a wide use of gems and diamonds since ancient times. Since ancient time, trade of diamonds and beads was carried out through the sea routes with different countries across the sea. Diamond-studded ornaments have been a great demand for the foreign countries since long. The famous diamond like Kohinoor, obviously, and Great Mughal were found only in India. As Indians are fond of diamond and beaded ornaments, variety is found in great deal. Earlier, rich and royal people used to wear diamond jewelry apart from gold ornaments. Diamonds, rubies, beads, emerald, and topaz were used to adorn and beautify the thrones and crowns and jewelries. Basically, there was one peacock throne which used to have this Kohinoor diamond. It was basically somewhere here. Then it got shifted to Afghanistan, and there from there, British took it. So, which kingdom was here? Mention it is comment section. Peacock throne, right? Beadwork is also prominent in Gujarat. The beautiful bead, Toran Pachit pots, bari, that is door grills, frames Chakda, a traditional wall piece. Decorative coconut used at the time of ceremonies, that is Lagna na Nariyad. Then there is Indoni. Then Modia, a net which covers the mouth of bullock and horns. Um, bullockના જે ફેસ ઉપર રાખેલું હોય ને, that is hand fence, that is હાથીથી જે પંખો હોય. Animal back cover, that is jewel, etc. are knitted in a unique way. There has been a leading country in India has been a leading country in jewelry since immemorial. India is the only country in the world where expertise can be seen in enamel work apart from gold and silver work. What is enamel work? It means artistic skill of inlaying bright colors like red, green, and blue in the gold, silver ornaments like ring, bangles, earrings, keychain, chain, etc. Right? So enamel work is basically Meena work. Right? Experts of enamel work are especially seen in Jaipur, Delhi, Lucknow, Varanasi, and Hyderabad. The next is Jari work. Jari work is seen in India since ancient time. Gold and silver threads are woven with cloths and embroidery is done with gold and silver threads to decorate the clothes. Surat is prominent place for Jari work. Knitting and embroidery of Jardoshi work have a unique beauty. Even artisans of Surat could make beautiful dresses like sari, panetar, gharchoda, etc. bordered with Jari if needed. Then next is metal work or engraving. I don't know if I mean there would be a copyright strike because many messages are being seen, but it's okay. Never mind. Metalwork is also very old from an art of India. Metal Age began and developed after Stone Age. So initially there was Stone Age, followed by Metal Age. The artisans of Lothal made different weapons like sickle એટલે દાંતરડા type, drill that is carved saw, and needle, etc. with copper and bronze. Moreover, they were prepared utensils, idols, and pots. Arms and ammunition for wars were also made up of metals. Gold and silver were used for making ornaments. Copper, brass, and bronze were used to make utensils and idols, whereas iron was used to make instruments and weapons. So the people basically knew that iron and steel were available abundantly and they were very strong as a metal. So they knew which thing to use for which purpose, right? Okay. Next is wooden art. Men, trees, and forest are closely associated with each other. Initially, the wood was used to set fire. Later, for making weapons, construction of building, and other construction work. Gradually, wood was used for different purposes like making idols, that is murti, toys for children, wooden pillar, windows and doors, small huts on the top of the terrace, thrones, chairs and grills. In this way, wooden carving was also developed. Wooden furniture like swings and toys of Idar and Sankheda. Swings, that is Jula of Idar and Sankheda were popular for inlay ornaments. Next is Akik work. It is a kind of precious stone, especially found in the valley areas of the river, chiefly chalcedonic mixed with silica blue or white stone. So basically it is chalcedonic mixed with silica blue or white stone. Uh, Carnelian is a main stone with semi-transparent quality. It is semi-transparent and beautiful red in color. In Gujarat, various places where stones are available in big and small size are Ranpur and Surat. All these stones are sent to Khambat to mold into various beautiful ornaments with various designs. Beads and garlands of stones are prepared by them. Next is paintings. Of all the arts, painting is the foremost one. Painting is the art which can be expressed through lines and colors. The aim of this art is to express emotions by imitating the animate and inanimate objects of nature through lines and colors. We have evidence of Indian art of painting from the remains of 5,000 years of old Harappan culture. Old Harappan culture. Various models of paintings have been found in many times by the archaeological department during the excavation work. So basically there is archaeological survey of India, ASI. So you have to mention in comment section that who founded it. It is one of the oldest, right? ASI. Various models of paintings have been found out many times by the ASI archaeological department during excavation work. We have traces of pictures of animals and birds in the cave painting of primitive men of Stone Age at Bhimbetka in MP. Madhya Pradesh. People used to draw geometrical geometrical designs and sketches. Elephant, rhinoceros, deers are notable among them. Ajanta Ellora are incomparable specimens of such paintings. Drawings, the sketches of swastik. We all know what is swastik, right? Swastik. Picture Ganesha at the time of festivals and celebration is an old tradition of India. Rangoli making is also a very old tradition in some of the regions of India. Well, next is fine arts of India. Singing, playing, dancing, and performing roles of different characters is unique feature of Indian culture. Entertainment with moral education has been imparted since ancient time through dramas based on the scriptures like Ramayana and Mahabharata. Music. Indian music in the is unique in the form of world from the point of view of tune, rhythm, and harmony. And so it is different from the music of other countries of the world. Samved, one of the four Vedas, is considered to be associated with music. Ritas of Samved are sung with a tune and rhythm of music. Music involves both singing and playing. Sare, Gama, Padani are the seven vowels, Sat Sur of the music. Indian music have been divided mainly into two parts. That is classical music and folk music. Right? It is believed that there are six ragas in classical music. How many? Six. That is Sri, Deepak, Indol, Megh, that's for rainy season, Pairavi, and Malkosh. How many? Six ragas, right? In ancient India, many texts are written on music, out of which introduction of three Sangit Makarand, Sangit Ratanakar, and Sangit Parijit are given below. Sangit Makarand, a musical scholar, Narad, who had written Sangit Makarand in about 900 BC, it describes 19 types of veena. If you who is Naradji, then he used to play Veena, and 101 rhythm which are useful even today. Sangit Ratanakar. The writer of this text was Pandit Sarangadev. He lived in Dolatabad, right? So Sangit Makarand was by Narad, and Sangit Ratanakar was by Pandit Sarangadev. He lived in Dolatabad, Devgiri, and so he was familiar with South and North Indian music. Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande considers Sangit Ratnakar as the most authentic book on music. Sangit Ratnakar is believed to be unique in understanding all the aspects of music. Right? Next is Sangit Parijat. It is a very important book on music. Pandit Ahobale had written this text in 1665. So first was Sangit Martang Makarand, written by Narad, Sangit Ratnagar by Sarangdev, Pandit Sarangdev, and next is Sangit Parijat. It is a very important book on music, and Pandit Ahobale had written the text in 1655 on northern Hindustani music. He had noted one important characteristics feature of all the ragas, saying that ragas have their own individual characteristics, and he has described 29 types of tunes. Who? Pandit Ahobale, who wrote Sangit Parijat in the year 1665. During the time of Khilji, that is Alauddin Khilji, talented Amir Khusro was very famous. Due to his contribution in the field of music and poetry, he was known as Tutiye Hind. Tutiye Hind. Parrot of India in Indian history. Bhakti movement started in 15th and 16th century. Bhakti Sangit of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kabir, Tulsidas, Mirabai, and Narsi Mehta was very famous. The disciples of Swami Haridas, Baiju Bawra or Baijunath, Tansen, and the duet girl Tana Didi are considered to be the rare jewel of music of 15th century. Right? Next is dance. So basically there are 3.5 pages left. Should we continue or not? Okay, let's continue. The word Nritya has been derived from the origin Sanskrit word Nrit. Dance is one of the medium of realizing beauty with tal and lay, rhythm and harmony. What is lay? Rhythm and harmony. For the realization of aesthetic joy. Shiva, the originator of dance, is the lord of dance. Who originated dance? It was Lord Shiva. Shiva is therefore also said to be Nataraj. He was the first to bring down music from the heaven to the earth to teach this art of dance to people. India has a wide variety of traditional classical dances. It is Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Kathakali, Odissi, Manipuri. So Manipuri is practiced in Manipur. Odissi in Odisha. Okay, where is Kathakali, Kathak, Kuchipudi and Bharatanatyam prepared? So Bharatanatyam origin is believed to be in Tanjore district in Tamil Nadu. Where? Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. There are two books, Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar, which are the original source of Bharatanatyam. Apart from the Gopi Krishna and Mrinilani Sarabhai, the actresses like Vaijayanti and Hema Malini etc. are considered to be the preservers of this heritage. So basically, there are two books, that is Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar, which are the source of Bharatanatyam. And Gopi Krishna, Mrinalini Sarabhai, and other actresses like Vajanti Mala and Hema Malini were also considered to be dancing on the style called Bharatanatyam. Next is Kuchipudi. This style of dance was created in 15th century. It is mostly based on description of woman's beauty. Different poses and gestures performed by male and female dancers are woven in the foundation of this dance. Kuchipudi is famous in Andhra Pradesh. Where is Kuchipudi famous? In Andhra Pradesh. Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Sobha Naidu, etc. are well-known dancers of the preserved this who have preserved this ancient culture. Next is Kathakali. So basically, I'm trying to rush a little bit so that we can complete dance. And the last part we would be doing in, I think, one small video, right? Next is Kathakali. It is famous from Kerala. The word Kathakali has been derived from the dramas based on the ancient epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata and mixed dramas of Sanskrit and Malayalam. The characteristics of this art wear beautiful plaited attires. We have to read this facial expression to recognize the characteristics of the character. The crown they put on is very artistic. The character performs his or her dance with the facial expression and poses of different hands to introduce the characteristics of the characters of Trilok. They come in front of curtain with the light of earthen lamp only. So basically, they from behind the curtain. Right now, they are using lamp, electric lamp. Initially, they used earthen lamp. Poet of Kerala, Sri Vallathod, founder of Kalamandal Kathakali or Kalamandalam, then Krishna Prasad and Shiv Prasad, etc., have great fame in the names in the nation and worldwide. Right? Last two dance, Kathak dance. The line